Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and Pokemon fans of the world, MegaCrasher's here, and I want to present you guys with a little bit of a different video, but it's going to be as hyped as ever before, man, because I present you guys with a first time ever on this channel, and what it's going to consist of is a series of 2 videos, and these videos are going to consist of the teams that I want to use in my Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon playthrough. Now, in this video here, I'm going to be going over my roster of Pokemon that I want to go on an adventure with in Pokemon Moon. Now, to reiterate, I will be doing a second video to let you guys know what Pokemon I want to adventure with in my Pokemon Sun and Moon journey. And the second video will consist of my Pokemon Sun team. Now, I decided to put on a few restrictions just to make things a little more interesting for me. Number 1, no legendaries or ultra beasts with the exception of the Island Guardians, the 4 Tapu Pokemon, and I can only limit myself to a maximum of 2 Alolan Pokemon. Other than that, you're good. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to present you with MegaCrasher's Team Moon roster! Woo! Oh yeah! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and Pokemon fans of the world, allow me to present you guys with the first member of the Team Moon roster, known as the final stage evolution of Popplio, Marina. My god, what a thing of beauty Marina truly is. Marina is without a doubt one of the most beautiful Pokemon in history. Not to mention, I will go out on a limb and say that this is the most beautiful starter Pokemon in history. Now, ladies and gentlemen, aside from the looks, there are so many reasons as to why I chose Marina as the first member of Team Moon. Number 1 is because of the looks. It is an absolute beauty queen. Number 2, because of its water fairy typing. It is such a good typing offensively and defensively too. And number 3, if I was to make a well-educated guess, I am willing to bet that this thing is going to be a special attacker with a plethora of moves to make use of its special attacks such as Hydro Pump, Scald, Moonblast, Ice Beam, just to name a few. And I'm also willing to bet that this is going to have some relatively high defensive power too. But that is just my guess and just my opinion. But ladies and gentlemen, we are just getting started. It is now time to move on to the second member of this epic as hell team. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the next member of this epic as hell team comes in the form of the Boom Boom Tree. Wait, are you trying to tell me that's not actually called the Boom Boom Tree? It's called Alolan Executor? Well, it's a Boom Boom Tree to me, man. Don't ask how I came up with it, man. This was a love at first sight kind of thing, and when it comes to really fast-paced moments like these, my brain kind of conjures up and mixes up a whole bunch of things that might or might not make any sense whatsoever. So please, for my sake, just go with it. It is the Boom Boom Tree, aka Alolan Executor, and my god, what a thing of beauty this is. And I know it's kind of hilarious looking because of the fact that it's essentially a stretched out Executor. It went from being kind of short and stumpy to being extremely tall and lanky. This thing is the size of Mega Rayquaza. It is a giant. It is a colossus. And speaking of Mega Rayquaza, this thing also has a dragon typing. It is Grass Dragon. How the hell does that work? Well, I can think of 2 reasons as to why they made it Grass Dragon. Number 1, it could be based off of Dragon Fruit, and number 2, it could be based off the Madagascar Dragon Tree. But, ladies and gentlemen, I am just so excited to see how Alolan Executor is going to function in battle on my team. This thing is amazing as hell. I cannot wait to see what kind of stats this thing is going to have, what kind of a move pool it's going to have. I'm willing to bet that its move pool is going to be similar to that of regular Executor, but we're obviously going to have some new moves to make use of, such as Dragon Hammer, which obviously regular Executor cannot learn, or can it? Maybe it can. I don't even know. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is also going to form a very, very nice core with Marina because this thing is 4 times weak to ice. And Marina is resistant to ice, so obviously this thing is going to be protected by Marina's beauty and resistances. But ladies and gentlemen, we go from one Alolan Pokemon to another! Say hello to Alolan Marowak! And I just gotta say, ladies and gentlemen, as much as the fire burns inside of me, those flames on the end of Marowak's Bone Club are looking pretty damn scary and pretty damn ghoulish too. I mean, blue flames reminds me of ghosts, man. You don't want to touch them flames because you will be possessed and burnt forever. And I just gotta say, along with Marina and Alolan Executor, Marowak and its fire ghost typing allows for it to form a really nice water, grass, fire core with the other two Pokemon. And given the fact that this is a fire ghost type Pokemon, it is a very unique typing, second only to Chandelure, who is obviously the first Pokemon to ever have this typing. Now, along with its really amazing typing, it has two amazing abilities, that being Lightning Rod and Cursed Body. Lightning Rod grants it a free immunity to electric type moves while being able to boost its special attack by one stage, whereas Cursed Body gives a 30% chance to disable the last move your opponent used against you. So this right here could make it a very, very annoying Pokemon to deal with if you're using Cursed Body, and it could be a very scary special sweeper depending if it has really good special attack and the fact that it has Lightning Rod as well. I am so excited to use Alolan Marowak. I cannot wait to see what its stats and move pool are going to look like, man. Whoa! Man, I'm excited, but we're just halfway through this video. It is now time to introduce you guys to team member number 4. So, we go from one Pokemon that actually looks really scary to a Pokemon that doesn't look scary at all. But have you ever heard of the phrase, looks can be deceiving? Well, this Pokemon is the epitome of that, because this Pokemon will snap your shit up in a heartbeat. Do not let it hug you. It will crush every bone in your body to dust, and it will snap telephone poles and trees with its brute hugging strength. I am talking about none other than the fighting normal type Beware. And that is exactly what you should do, is beware of this Pokemon, because you do not want to get this thing angry. It will hurt you. I am so excited to use this Pokemon. Number one, because of its unique fighting normal typing, which is only the second ever Pokemon to have this typing, the first one being Mega Lopunny. And given the fact that it is a normal typing, I'm willing to bet that it's going to have a very, very colorful move pool. Because, generally speaking, when it comes to normal type Pokemon, they have a smorgasbord of moves to make use of with a wide variety of types. And secondly, this Pokemon has a very unique ability known as Fluffy. While it does make you weak to the likes of Fire-type moves, you actually get so much ability to be able to tank from the ability Fluffy, because it halves the damage of contact moves. And if this Pokemon has a really, really buff defense or HP stat to make use of, this Pokemon is going to be a tank and a half and then some to deal with in battle. Not to mention, if this thing has a relatively high attack stat, it's going to be a tank that hurts like hell. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I can't wait to see what kind of stats, what kind of move pool this Pokemon is going to have. But it is now time to move on to the next member of the Team Moon roster. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Member number 5 in our Team Moon roster comes in the form of Mimikyu. And I just gotta say that, come to think of it, because of the fact that Halloween is tomorrow, Mimikyu kind of embodies Halloween in a way, because it is wearing a costume, much like a little kid would on Halloween when they go trick-or-treating. So this Pokemon, to me, is like the Halloween mascot of our Team Moon roster, with a very, very unique typing of Ghost and Fairy, being a first-time type combination ever in the history of Pokemon, gives it the opportunity for it to have 3 immunities. Actually, there is no opportunity about it. It has 3 immunities. That being to normal and fighting because of its Ghost typing, and that being to Dragon because of its Fairy typing. which means this Pokemon is going to find plenty of opportunities to be able to switch in and not be that much affected in battle. Given the fact that also its ability Disguise is a free substitute, meaning that when it gets hit the first turn, it's not going to be taking any damage. Much like a substitute, while it does cut back a quarter of your health, you're protected from attacks as well as statuses. Now, Disguise kind of works like substitute, but it is a one-time phenomenon in the battle, which means that once you get hit, your Disguise breaks and that's it. But just imagine if this Pokemon has a really solid speed stat. This Pokemon will be able to get off some fast substitutes in battle and essentially never be able to have its Disguise broken, especially if it has really solid defensive stats. And I cannot wait to see what kind of an attacker or defender this Pokemon is going to be. Is it going to be a special attacker? Is it going to be a physical attacker? Is it going to be defensive? Is it going to be supportive? Is it going to be speedy? I don't even know, man. Holy shit, I cannot wait to see how this Pokemon is going to turn out in battle. I have a feeling I will not be disappointed whatsoever. And even if it doesn't have the best stats or the best move pool, it's still going to be a Pokemon that I will adore as a member of my squad, because this Pokemon is just too fucking adorable. But ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to move on to the last member of our Team Moon roster. And now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and Pokemon fans of the world, allow me to present you guys with the last final member of our Team Moon squad, that being none other than Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko has a very, very unique style to it. It reminds me of a Tiki, and something that you would find on a totem pole. It is absolutely amazing. And there's more to it than just its style and its looks. Its electric fairy typing is so damn unique that it is only the second ever Pokemon to have this typing, the first one being Dedenne. However, this Pokemon, I believe, is going to make much better use of this typing, because I believe that it has the legendary stats, which means that it is going to have really, really good stats to make use of. Not to mention, this Pokemon has a really sick ability known as Electric Surge, which puts electric terrain on the field, which prevents any Pokemon from falling asleep. Which means any strategies that revolves around sleep, not gonna happen with Tapu Koko around, baby. And if you pair this thing up with the likes of Raichu, which has an ability that, under the effects of electrical terrain, its speed doubles, this Pokemon, along with Alolan Raichu, is going to be a terror in doubles battles. Holy shit. But not to mention, I'm willing to bet that because of this Pokemon's status as an island deity, as an island guardian, this Pokemon is going to have a lot of moves to make use of. Not to mention, it also has Nature's Madness, which is a variation of Super Fang, which cuts the opponent's HP in half right off the bat, which can be incredibly dangerous. Holy shit. Oh my god, I'm quivering in my boots just by thinking about this. Oh man. I just cannot wait to use Tapu Koko, and I cannot wait to use any of these members on this team. I know that we have 3 Fairy-type Pokemon, and we could be incredibly weak to Poison, but I'm not too worried about that. This is not a competitive-based team. This is a team of 6 Pokemon that I want to journey with on my adventures in Pokemon Moon. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to conclude this video on my team that I want to use in Pokemon Moon. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comment section down below. Let me know what your guys' team is going to be when it comes to either playing Pokemon Sun or Pokemon Moon, because I am so curious to see what you guys have to say about this. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure you fire off a like, because it's going to be a bit of a different video. This isn't so much Pokemon Sun and Moon news hype, but this is Pokemon Sun and Moon hype. Let's aim for 20 likes. And if you want more content like this, make sure you rate, comment, share this channel, share this video, and subscribe today to MegaCrasher in the community for the best, and I mean, my god, the best Pokemon Sun and Moon news hype that there is today on YouTube, and just overall the best hype and entertainment that you can find right now, right here, when it comes to Pokemon content done by this crazy nuthouse known as MegaCrasher, because you guys already know the deal by now, my friends. When we're community type Titan is one, you know that we shine brighter than the sun and the moon combined. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next upload. Woo!